Scorebook Live is the easiest, most intuitive way to score a basketball game. You don't have to understand the complexities of a scorebook, and you'll be giving your fans an awesome experience just by scoring the game. The first thing to do after you've created your Scorebook Live account is to add some more details to your profile and claim your team. First, tap My Account. If you want, you can add a profile photo or edit the email or password associated with your account. Once you set your user type to coach/admin, you will be able to claim your high school or college team. Just search for your school, select the team that you wish to claim, and enter your email address and phone number. Scorebook Live will review your claim request within 72 hours, but in the meantime, you can start using the team now. Now we're going to set up your team. Remember, if you can't find your high school or college team in the database, send an email to support@scorebooklive.com and we'll add the team for you. If your team isn't a high school or college team, you can create it by tapping Create a Team. To complete the profile and roster for the team you just claimed, tap My Teams. We're going to use the Los Angeles Lakers as our team. First, make sure that the team name and mascot are formatted correctly. Fill out all of the fields, and make sure to add a team logo. Logos with a white background will look best on scorebooklive.com. Now set up your roster by quickly entering in the names and numbers of every player on your team. After the player has been created, you can add to their profiles as well by entering their position, weight, height, graduation year, and a photo. Player photos from the shoulders up will look best on scorebooklive.com. To set up your team's schedule, first use Find a Team to download each of your opponents to your team list. You don't need to worry about having a roster yet for your opponents. You will input that in the pregame hub later. You will need to create at least 5 default players for each team before creating games though. We will just name them Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, Player 4, and Player 5. Your games will look great on scorebooklive.com if you can add a logo in for each of your opponents, and make sure that their team names and mascots are formatted correctly. Now we will populate your team's schedule by creating games. Tap Create Game, select the home and away teams, then fill out all of the fields for game details, including date, time, game location, and game type. For high school games, simply set the game rules to high school. Scorebook Live will automatically format your game to the correct rule set. If you want to enter a hashtag, fans will be able to instantly find any Twitter post with that tag. Finally, choose whether you will record subs or not. We recommend that beginners score their games with subs turned off. Press Save and Continue when you're done. When you're ready to start your game, go to the game list and tap the game you're about to start. It's recommended that you access the pregame hub at least 30 minutes before the start of your game, so that you'll have enough time to check game details, input your opponent's roster, and have the officials sign the book if you're using Scorebook Live as your official scorebook. When inputting your opponent's roster, make sure to first edit the default players you set up when creating the team. After the 5 default roster spots have been changed to actual players, you can set up the rest of the team's roster. Tap Done when you're ready to start the game. Using Scorebook Live is even easier and more reliable than using the traditional paper and pencil scorebooks. You just score what you see. Once you've reviewed the game details and entered your opponent's roster in the pregame hub, you'll be ready to score the game. To start the game, tap Click to Start Game, and when you select who won the tip, the possession area will automatically be set. The scoring screen is straightforward and simple. To record a point, simply tap the +1, +2, or +3 buttons and select the player. To record a foul, tap the button next to Foul. Select the type of foul and the player. The number inside of the foul button tells you how many team fouls that team has committed in the half. Once a team enters the bonus or double bonus, you will automatically be prompted to record a free throw for the opposing team. To record a timeout, tap the button next to timeout and select whether it was a 30-second or full timeout. The number inside of the timeout button tells you how many timeouts a team has remaining. Scorebook Live also makes it easy to review stats and fix mistakes. At any time in the game, you can see point and foul totals for every player involved in the game by simply tapping the team name of the side you would like to view. If you need to fix a mistake, just tap Edit History. Here, you can review play-by-play from the entire game and edit or delete events. Just tap on the player name or event to edit, and press the X on an event to delete it. You can also send out a tweet to your followers right from Scorebook Live. Just tap the Tweet button, and Scorebook Live will automatically generate an awesome graphic for you to share with your fans. You can enter your own text or leave the default. Press Tweet, and it's posted. To change the quarter or half, simply press the period button in the middle of the screen. When the game's over, tap the period button in the middle of the screen and select End Game. Make sure that everything has been finished before you end the game, though. You won't be able to go back to the screen after you've done this. After you've ended your game, the Post-Game Hub is where you will review and edit events, review stats, and export your content. The Stats tab allows you to not only review the stats you've recorded during the game, but also to enter complete stats if you would like to. The Export tab is where you can send out a final game update tweet and export the game stats to a text, CSV, or Excel file. Exported files will be sent to the email address associated with your account.